Welcome back and welcome in. We are coming to you from the island of Skedaddle with the first annual AC Turkey Day Parade, with performances and appearances by R&D, Brewster's Gyroids, Potpourri's 80s Boy Hawkins, Leota, Maths from Skedaddle, Monster Statue, Potpourri Resident Representative Redwit, Robot Hero, Samuel, Sleuth from Clue, Tannelier from Science, from Central City, the Nookettes, and bringing in the Christmas season, Santa Claus. Let's go now to 310 Street to our host and Master of Ceremonies, Maths, the resident rep of Skedaddle. Maths, we would love a few words to kick off this event.
We have a super fun, supercharged lineup of wonderful floats, bands and balloons to entertain you on this first parade that we hope will become part of your viewing tradition.
All right, let's get this party going in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, let's have a parade. Leading the charge is the ever-classic Festival float to represent the staple of many dinner tables, turkey. Gold and multicolored, it perfectly blends two holidays represented in this parade, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Following right behind is the Clue Uni Alumni Marching Band. This band from Clue University includes members from the first graduating class. The school's specialty is, in Sleuth's own words, critical thinking, common sense, and deduction. They have a strict curriculum to turn out the very best detective force for our AC Islands. Island float is arriving now, the Spirit of 1773 Harbor Harvest Float. This is of course a reference to the infamous Harbor Tea Party protest of 1773. In this float, we see tea being exchanged for a hearty harvest of a full dinner spread. We have traditional Thanksgiving Day foods, and all the food groups are represented: meat, veggies, fruit, grains, and dairy, to remind everyone the importance of a well-balanced diet this holiday season. Potpourri's Samuel sits and dances atop this bountiful float. Presented on behalf of museum curator Blathers is the Animal Crossing Sea Globe Balloon. This is just a small snapshot of the wonderful aquatic wing of the museum, which also displays insects, sea creatures, fossils, and art. Definitely worth a visit. You may also be able to indulge in a coffee treat from Brewster at the Roost Cafe on the second floor. This next band is a collection of some of the oddities from Tannelier's warehouse. The players have rare attributes and features that make them truly unique in their respective villager groups. Avast! Time for adventure on the high seas with this potpourri float entitled Scallywags and Swashbucklers. Inspired by Redwit's ship, this float traverses through the paths searching for treasure. The original island creator and the first resident representative, Redwit, shows a glimpse of her map to the treasure and some gyroid friends she has made during her adventures. With inspiration straight from Pinocchio Hill on Potpourri, this gnome balloon flies onto 310 Street. Of course, the traditional Pinocchio story follows the perspective of the little wooden puppet boy, but this makes us ponder what the story would be if Geppetto were the puppet. Some of the grim, grinning ghosts come out to play. All the way from Potpourri, here for a swinging wake, is the Happy Haunts Band performing KK Swing. Heroes Assemble! This float from the island of Science was created as a tribute to heroes of the multiverse who teamed up to fight the cyborg conflict in Central City. When androids attack, R&D responds, leading her force of heroes, Green Ogre, Northman, Nintendude, and the Caveman. She uses her dimension portals to navigate to different parts of the battle. The Island of Science brings us another exhibit. This balloon takes inspiration from film and television space features, including 2001: A Space Odyssey. The lonely astronaut drifts hopelessly in space, resigned to his fate in the vast expanse. accompanying the astronaut balloon, and coming in on a happier note is the band from Science Tech. Here is their rendition of KK Robot Synth. Great Scott! Are you ready for some totally radical, gnarly, bodacious fun? Hawkins sure is, on his float, 88 miles per hour to the 80s. His DeLorean is what originally brought him to Potpourri, where he created his own retro region to represent all things 80s, including his skateboard, his arcade, lots of neon, and his robot defender friend. He has everybody saying, "I want my MTV." Party on, dudes! This next band did not have to do any traveling to be with us today. Performing for us now are the Skedaddle State Mariachis with, of course, KK Mariachi. Our biggest balloon of the parade is floating in now, the ginormous Elephant Plaza toy. Occupying a space of 3 blocks by 3 blocks, this populous pachyderm is also 3 times taller than a villager. It can be obtained for 5,000 nuke miles at the Resident Services kiosk and can be customized to yellow, pink, purple, or blue. Elementary, dear viewers, and get your thinking caps on as we witness the award-winning, family-friendly murder mystery Clue. The resident representative, Sleuth, mans the dice on this float, inspired by her island, which in turn is inspired by classic mystery games and stories like Clue, Sherlock Holmes, and Murder on the Orient Express. Is it Mrs. Peacock in the kitchen with the knife? Gliding gracefully above 310 Street now is the Black Swan balloon. This is inspired by the beauty of ballet and classic dance. Red Rover, send the next band on over. The Red Rover Marching Band from the Northwest Quadrant of Potpourri plays KK Ska for us now. Yeehaw! Get along, little doggies! Moseying down 310 Street on its way to Oregon Trail is the float from Skedaddle's Maths. It is entitled California Gold and displays the tale of the 1800s migration to the west to try to strike it rich mining, you guessed it, gold. His covered wagon is equipped with tools and supplies to help him ward off any nasty varmints and food and medicine for health. No dying of dysentery here. Well, you know, bears are one of the many beasts to contend with in the Wild West. This balloon, however, encapsulates Papa Bear of the Tamer classic, Teddy Bear's Picnic. The Upside Down comes right side up for this special performance of KK Fusion. Here is the Starcourt Mall Band from the 80s zone of Potpourri. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, a being named Tanalier developed a love for collecting things strange and unusual. His quest eventually led him to the island of Science, where he was welcomed with open arms. Most recently, his collection features an abundance of living abnormalities society has deemed monsters. We can see a few of them here on this float called King of the Monsters. The next Dala horse balloon is based on the Dalecarlian horse, a traditional carved, painted wooden statue of a horse originating in Sweden. It was mostly a toy for children in the olden days, but has now become a symbol of Dalarna and Sweden in general. The most common decoration style is this red version we see here. When I was growing up, you would not see any speck of Christmas until the end of the Thanksgiving parade. You would not see the end of the parade until Santa appeared, and you would not see Santa until shortly after the Rockettes. Throughout the years, their place in the parade has been moved up and up to the point where they're now closer to the beginning than the end. We return them now to their place closer to Santa. Here from Central City Music Hall are the Nookettes. You better watch out. You better not cry. No, it's not time for Santa quite yet. Potpourri's residing ghost, Leota, presents some of her fellow ghosts, the ghosts of Christmas. Past, present, and future are each decorated for their era. Accompanying each ghost is a method of time. From ticks of the second hand to falling grains of sand, a citizen's behavior is tracked to determine worthiness and how the visit from the ghost of Christmas future will go. At the top of many a young child's Christmas list is smooshy, cuddly plushies. Traditionally, they have come in the form of basic bears or bunnies, but the new modern trend is to make fantastical creatures like dragons and unicorns. This next band also hails from Potpourri and is made up of some of Samuel's colonial friends. The 13 Colonies Marching Band plays KK March. the moment you've been waiting for. It's time to make a list and check it twice. Have you been naughty or have you been nice? It's time for the big guy, and we don't mean Hulk. The head elf in charge, you know him, it's Santa Claus! Thank you so much for tuning in to this AC Turkey Day Parade. We really want to see your comments on your favorite float, balloon, and band. What was your favorite part of this parade? I hope, however you celebrate this season, that you have a safe and healthy time. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving or Harvest Day, and please make sure you click like and subscribe. Check out all the fun videos on this channel for more fun stuff.